Hello, trading is closed on April 4th, 2018. Thanks to all the people who sent me get well emails. I'm recovering from my fall. By the end of the month, I hope to be back to my normal self. After yesterday's, I'm recording this earlier than I usually do, so it's based on what happens after I record. It's possible all this is going to be worthless. The gist of what I'm going to say is this is resistance here, and we either break through by capping over it, or a big drop could begin. Let's go over the reasons. We said that this was resistance here, and if we didn't take it out promptly, we could have a tank in spite of a pattern which has an early high, tends to rally into the close. We said when this fails, it fails in grand style. Well, clearly it didn't fail at all. There were some rules over last night's drop which worked and some which didn't. First of all, we did have a tank. It just happened to be in the futures market. So if you played futures, we started dropping from here, there was your tank. But if you played in real time, that did not work. There are a few rules here. One rule says if you're down for the entirety of the overnight session, that the low of the subsequent trading session in regular trading hours will print in the first hour of trading, and that clearly worked. So a different rule that says if you have a rally day like this and you gap under it when you open, this whole rally is false and lower prices are coming. That one didn't work at all. And the next rule says when you hit a big low like this in futures, normally you see it in regular trading hours, and normally it's before too much time has passed. We'll have to see if that works or not. Seems awfully far away at the present time, but we did hit it last night. MEJT says the rally is false. We have a target of 2610.66, most likely a print for tomorrow's close. MEJT said this drop is false, this rally is false, here's your target. Well, so far the DeMark box signal has worked, but you really have to trade over some of these prior highs before it's anything more than noise in the pattern. That certainly could happen. Hasn't happened yet. I'm a little bit suspicious with all this bouncing around on this support level without clearing resistance on top and with low volume on top of that. Where did that disappear to? I'll come back and find it later. Well, we have a could be an ABC here. Here's your A. There's your C, and they're pretty much the same thing. It's not the only way to count it, but it's a potential top. I don't know if this count is correct or not, but I have us in wave 3 down, and so far we've stopped right at a 38.2% correction of this decline. And let's not forget, this decline is impulsive and this rally is corrective. Now I don't know if this is the end of wave 5, in which case we could correct all the way up to the top of wave 2, about 2800. But if this is a wave 3, usually it doesn't take in the prisoners, and this still could be wave 1 of black 5, and this could be 2. If it is, this could be your ABC, This is your X wave, your W, your ABC for your Y. And either wave 3 starts from right here, assuming this holds. Either wave 3 starts here, or at least wave X down if you're going to get a 333. The implication is if this high holds, there could be a straight line move down. And here's the target. But we could go a lot further than that if this high holds. Of course, the high doesn't have to hold. It's not the only way to count it. And if we break through by capping over this high, the target's most likely out of reach, and the whole wave count is killed. So seeing how we open tomorrow is going to be critical. I believe Thursday and Friday each will have the pattern with the early high. We're at resistance in the move that MEJT calls false. These targets don't always work when you want them to, but this number should print at some time. So we know we're at resistance, we gap over it, or a sharp straight line move down could begin. And by the time we open tomorrow, which of those two scenarios is going to work, I'm hoping will be clearer than it is now. And that's today's call.